This will be a short video about a fix. What needs to be fixed is actually the CPU module right here. I figured out last week that the flow sensor wasn't working. Obviously I performed some tests on it and figured out that it was working okay, so problem wasn't it. So I traced back the problem all the way to the CPU module, to the microcontroller. Actually, some input got damaged. This input got damaged, I'm assuming by some surge. So what I need to do is actually replace the microcontroller, and to prevent further damage from any kind of surge that the microcontroller can handle, I'm adding some zener diodes 5.1 to be precise. In each input will receive one of these zeners. I'll hook up together. This will be to the ground, this will go to the ground, and each one of these legs will go to a different input. So the idea is that any surge that is higher than 5.1 volts, the zener will clamp down to protect the microcontroller. So let's get to it. Alright, so there it is. All the 7 zeners are in place right here, connected to each input from 1 to 7, and the common point goes to the ground. All I have to do is replace the CPU module. Actually gonna replace the entire module, so then I can install a new microcontroller, remove the old one and install a new one. So right, got the control panel back on again, and the controller is actually telling me that 75 errors. This means that every time the controller open the main valve, because this is V1 is the main valve, open the main valve, and after 5 seconds, if it didn't detect any flow, it actually counts as an error and notifies, so you can figure out what the hell is going on. If you left a water tap closed, or if there's actually a problem in the system. So right now I got you reset those error messages, like I'm going to do right now, and actually give a test, make sure that the controller is actually the microcontroller is actually reading the, there it is actually reading the flow sensor correctly. So let's first see what the set point is. Actually the level, the set point is fixed, 68. So we're gonna increase the set point so I can force the controller to actually open the valve to replace water, to actually add some water. Here it is. So this LED here represents the flow sensor. It's blinking, so I must have some flow here. No? Seriously? That's odd. Very odd. New controller and the same problem? What the hell is going on? The LED is blinking, so I'm not sure what this means. I may have to run some more tests. It's actually unbelievable. I removed a perfectly fine CPU module. Thank God I didn't replace the microcontroller, because it's working the way it should. Everything is hunky-dory, like they say. I add the zener diodes. Well, they weren't actually required because there's nothing wrong. No microcontroller pin got damaged. but since they're already in there, well, they're gonna add another layer of security, make sure that no eventual surge damages the microcontroller. So it's a good thing, but the problem's right here. For some reason, this variable that actually tells what's the ratio for pulses to liter, it's actually at 0 when it should be at 45, because it's 400 and multiplied by 10 actually. 450 pulses represents 1 liter of water flowing through that sensor. So if we increase that to actually 45, that it's the correct value. Oops, here it is. Damn, here it is, 45. Now we can actually see valve is still on, and there it is. We have normal flow. Normal flow. I can actually reset again. The error message is not going to disappear because, well, although there's no error, it only detects at the start of the cycle. To prove you guys that, I can actually, and of course I gotta save this configuration. I can actually lower the level. Oops. Alright, so valve is actually off. There's no blinking LED here. We got a OK over there. No errors. Let's open the valve again. Blinking LED. We got flow and no error messages. Actually, 0 errors. So that was a longest fix ever. I had no idea that the actual problem was a variable, a setting that was at 0. But I'm glad there's no actual physical problem with the controller. Everything's working the way it should. Now, it's probably, I don't know, maybe the E2 prom, the address there got corrupted. I have no idea why that happened, but now that's fixed. I'm actually glad. The other control panel that I'm actually building, I'm going to add zener protection as well. It's a good thing. I got tons of zener laying around, 5.1 volts zeners. So yeah. By the way, that video about the end of the assembly, when it's going to the metal box, it's almost ready. I'll be uploading soon. Thanks for watching. And yes, I got a low food warning.